Get a couple minutes before we have to roll in. What? Yeah. You want me to start it, Mike? No. Give it another couple minutes. Only 6:07. That's the first step. You can roll it once they clear the court. Then we'll start.
Maybe for the better, I don't know. We'll see. I don't know if they were there somewhere nicer. I think they're somewhere nicer.
So we're live already because we were showing the senior night. So if you want, we can start chatting. We'll kind of have to start over again at 6:25, 6:30.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you good.
So if you're joining us a little bit early this evening, thank you. You're watching Merrimack TV, channel 21 tonight, the education channel. What you just watched was the cheerleading team had a few senior night festivities. So we thought that we'd set up a little bit early and show the cheerleading team's senior night festivities as we did for the girls varsity basketball team the other day. And we did that for the the football team rather, in the fall. So we started our live cable cast a little bit early. We will be bringing you the game starting at 6:30 p.m. tonight. So we've got about 15 minutes to go. I am the Town of Merrimack's Media Services Coordinator, Nicholas, and joining me is the true talent here, our play-by-play, Mr. Brian Gagnon. Brian, thanks so much for volunteering your time and talents tonight to Merrimack TV.
You're very welcome, Nick. Glad to be here again. And should have another good game tonight between Merrimack and Alvirne, and we're really looking forward to it.
I think so. I should also point out that tonight we have our part-time per diem media tech. David McGinnis is back at the Town Hall TV studio, so he's going to be making sure that our live stream is stable, that we're on the channel, that our audio is good, our video is good, and helping us out on that end. So thanks, David, for putting in the extra effort this week.
So if you're wondering if you're missing senior night for the basketball team, you aren't. It's because there's no seniors.
No seniors on this Merrimack Tomahawks team. And I know the girls varsity is playing over at Alvirne tonight, an away game.
Yeah, if you missed our broadcast on Tuesday night, missed a great game between the Broncos and the Tomahawks. Merrimack coming away with a big 55-44 win in that one. And Alvirne looking for revenge tonight over in Hudson. So we'll keep an eye on that one for you. If we get some updates, we'll certainly let you know throughout the course of the night. But tonight we have the boys basketball opener for you here. Now this game on Tuesday night over in Hudson was no contest. Alvirne took this one 54-29 on Tuesday, and Merrimack got off to a really slow start in that game. Only 7 first-half points, so we'll see if they get off to a little better start tonight, and I'm sure that's a goal of Coach Denton and this team. If you are joining us tonight, we do want to invite you to join us on social media as well. Nick's going to be taking a look at Twitter tonight and Facebook, and you can tweet us at Merrimack TV, and our Facebook page is also Merrimack TV. And
that's right. If you could follow us on Twitter at Merrimack TV, made a post earlier this night. I tweeted a tweet
That's right.
I tweeted a tweet that said, that we're going live at 6:30. So if you see that tweet, then respond there and let us. I'd really like to know, Brian. See, I'd like to know not just where people are watching, and usually I say where. I want to know which city and state. If you want to let me know you're in your garage or your man cave or lady den or wherever you're watching the game, then most definitely you may. But I'd like to know what city and state you're in. I'd like to know how you're watching. How you're watching, meaning are you watching on channel 21 here in Merrimack? Are you watching on a Roku or Apple TV device via Cablecast Screenweave? Or are you watching on a web browser, merrimacktv.com? All you got to do is click Watch Live on the left side, choose channel 21, and you can watch us in HD. Let us know where you're watching, how you're watching, and of course, who you're cheering for, because Brian, you know this, there are people watching. There might be people watching, joining us from Hudson, Litchfield area to cheer on Alvirne tonight, and we welcome you. We're so glad that you tuned in to watch Merrimack TV. Big shout out to Jim McIntosh and the Hudson Community TV crew, his volunteers and his staff for covering the girls' varsity game, basketball game tonight. And tomorrow, if you're looking to watch Merrimack Wrestling, you can actually watch Merrimack Wrestling on Hudson Community TV's Facebook page. And from what I understand, they'll actually be using the Merrimack play-by-play announcers that we had on our meet. So that's pretty cool.
Now, I didn't get a chance to watch last Saturday, but by the sounds of it, the wrestling broadcasts went off very well.
Yeah, that was a whole lot of fun. I never had been to a high school wrestling meet, so that was all new to me, learning just how it's organized. Gary Krupp, who is a Merrimack resident and a volunteer, his son is on the wrestling team, a freshman, and I'll tell you, he was competing wonderfully against the upperclassmen. Pretty cool to watch. Just great athleticism from both teams, Goffstown High and Merrimack. And I think that's what's really cool is, these kids, not only are they playing basketball, but they're tending to their studies in a very unique way with a virtual and hybrid situation. And they're also still playing games and practicing. And they're putting in the work in so many different ways, so it's cool to see. And we love covering these events. I think it's a good time, and we're happy to bring it to you at your home or watching on your mobile device or however you're watching. Brian, you live in town. How does your family watch?
We watch on Xfinity,
Cool.
channel 21, and my family out there tonight, Lucas, Lydia, and my wife Brittany.
Lucas and Leia.
Want to say hello?
Is that a Star Wars?
Yeah, right. Yep, they're. My son Lucas is 9 years old, and my daughter is 7, Lydia. So.
Oh, Lydia. I thought you said Leia.
Oh, Leia. Now that would have been very Star Wars, yes.
Right.
But
great,
yeah.
Great names.
Thank you. Yeah, they're excited to watch tonight, and we come to the games quite a bit when obviously when things are normal, and boys and girls we're here supporting the teams, and we have a great time.
So Lucas and Lydia must feel like they must be super Tomahawks fans now that Dad is the voice of the Tomahawks. I mean, that's got to be cool.
Oh, they sure are. My daughter plays MYA, and she just adores the girls team. So, but sad she can't come to games this year. She's looking forward to next season when things are a little bit back to normal. But we do thank you for joining us. We're happy to bring you these games, not only basketball and wrestling, as Nick was talking about earlier, but we're also going to have ice hockey on recording this year, so you can catch the hockey games on tape. I believe the first one's Sunday. Is that? Did I read that right?
I hope not.
I hope not. maybe I read it wrong.
I think the first game is the following week.
Following week.
Yeah,
okay.
I think they actually start maybe February 1st, or maybe it's Saturday. Maybe it's the following Sunday.
Okay.
I'm going to have to look at my notes.
I definitely missed that one.
I really, we're doing so much right now at Merrimack TV, and it's a staff of. I don't think many people know this, but Merrimack TV is the town of Merrimack's media division. We're actually funded by way of 3.75% gross annual revenues from every cable subscriber here in Merrimack. And we're a staff of just 2.5, really. 2 full-time employees and a part-timer. We do have a part-timer on-call position that's budgeted for about 8 hours a month, but that's about it. So it's really just 2.5 regularly scheduled employees. And we cover every elected board and committee the town has. We're one of the very few community TV centers in the state that has that much coverage of elected board and committees. So we have a full plate with that, and we're kind of extending ourselves. Given, the pandemic, we're extending ourselves to bring some of these high school sports home. So, we'd love to cover every team, but there are a lot of teams in Merrimack. So we know what we're capable of covering the football team in the fall and then working with volunteers to do some soccer games. And now here with winter sports, we took a look at the schedule and we worked it out so that we could bring all the home games for girls and boys varsity basketball. Thanks to volunteers, we're able to cover the 2 wrestling meets, and we can cover every home game for the ice hockey team. But that's about it. If these games happen to be rescheduled for whatever reason, it's something we may not be able to cover. But you can find all this information at merrimacktv.com, and on the left side you can click Winter Sports 2021, and all the details that I just rambled about are all there. So if you're watching at home, you can have a better understanding. As much as we'd love to cover the freshmen and JV teams, not just from the high school, but also from maybe the middle school, it's just we're already overextending our hours. But we're happy to bring you this coverage for sure. And we thank you for watching and learning, maybe discovering Merrimack TV very much for the first time, or maybe rediscovering us. Maybe you have watched us before, or you caught a meeting, or you caught one of our community channel shows, and now you're discovering us again because of our sports coverage. So we're thankful that you're tuned in, and hopefully you're telling all your friends and family to follow Merrimack TV on social media.
So both these teams tonight coming into the game with a 1-1 record. Merrimack had a very impressive opening night win last Friday night at Salem, and they took that one 60-59. Alvirne lost to Pinkerton last Friday night, but defeated these Tomahawks on Tuesday night. So we're in for a pretty good matchup here tonight.
So we do have the home opener. David just sent me the schedule here. So the ice hockey home opener at the Westside Ice Arena will be on Saturday, January 30th. I'm going to assume that's next Saturday, right?
Correct, yep.
And that will be at 3:30 p.m., obviously. Limited attendance. If you have someone on the team, they get 2 tickets. And that's it. But we'll be covering the games. We'll be recording them for Cablecast later on during the week. Hopefully we can get that on pretty quick for you. So the game is on Saturday. Hopefully you'll be watching it no later than Monday afternoon or Monday evening. And you'll be able to find that on our YouTube channel or by downloading Cablecast Screenweave on your Roku and Apple TV device. We have on-demand programming there as well. We've uploaded all of our sports coverage there. Looks like we have just about 3 minutes to go before they start. Brian? This will be a fun game.
Yeah, absolutely. And for the Tomahawks, this is really a brand new group. As we look at number 12, Jack Tarleton, he is the only holdover from last year's team that went 12-5 in Division One. So, this is a young team. Jack is a junior this year, and he was their leading scorer last season. So they bring back a very good player. But the rest of this team is brand new. And they're going to be finding their way out here. That's why last Friday's win, for this group to go out and get a win on the road in their first game, really impressive win last Friday night.
What's Jack Tarleton's number? I didn't catch that.
He's number 12.
Jack Tarleton, number 12. I know for a fact that the Tarleton family definitely watched their fair share of Merrimack TV, so we got Jack Tarleton right there. Number 12.
And he's going to be relied upon heavily here tonight.
Cool.
In the offense. Another new face. Meet the new boss, same as the old boss, as the Who would say. Coach Austin Denton behind the bench tonight, taking over this year for Tim Goodrich, who is sitting out the season due to the pandemic. He'll be back next season. But Denton, a longtime assistant of Coach Goodrich, so very familiar with the system and what he likes to do. So, and as you can hear him right now. Also a former player of Tim Goodrich. So we will see how Merrimack comes out tonight. It is going to be vital that they get off to a good start in this one.
And it looks like they're going to start a little bit early tonight. They may very well start a little bit early tonight, unless there's going to be a quick performance by the cheerleaders.
So for Alvirne, they're returning 4 players from last year's team. And the most notable is right there, number 20, Liam O'Neill. Liam is their leading scorer so far this season, but a big body, too, at 6'5". I'm not sure Merrimack has an answer for him down low. And that's a matchup advantage I'm sure that Marty Edwards is going to want to take advantage of for Alvirne. And here are tonight's starting lineups.
Between the Broncos and Alvirne High School and your Merrimack Tomahawks. This game is being played according to the rules set forth by the NHIAA and its member schools. We ask that you, our fans, help make tonight's game a memorable experience for our athletes by showing good sportsmanship toward all players, coaches, and game officials throughout the contest. Inappropriate language, taunts, or other demeaning actions are grounds for removal from the game. As a reminder, no fans are permitted in the first 2 rows of bleachers or on the court at any time during the game. In the case of an emergency, please vacate the premises by the nearest exit at each end of the gymnasium. The officials for tonight's game are Ken Hamill and Dave Redditch. Now let's meet the starting lineups. First, the visiting Alvirne Bronco. Number 5, Charlie Thomas. Number 12, Cam Kruger. Number 20, Liam O'Neill. Number 21, Jake Hibbert. Number 32, Brendan Graham. The Broncos coached by Marty Edwards. Now for the Merrimack Tomahawks. Number 2, Shay Goodwin. Number 11, Aiden Palmer. Number 12, Jack Carlton. Number 14, Isaac Infante. Number 22, Matthew Bluesy. The Tomahawks are coached by Austin Denton and assisted by Ron Work and Eric Gentleman. Would everyone please stand and remove their caps as we honor America with the playing of the national anthem.
And we're just about ready for basketball here at Dana Taylor Gymnasium tonight inside Merrimack High School. It'll be the Broncos and the Tomahawks ready for the second of their home-and-home series. We have a lot of those this year in Division I, as these teams pretty much playing in pods this year. Merrimack playing the greater Nashua schools for the most part. We're going to get a lot of Nashua in February. And we're underway here in Merrimack. This is Charlie Thomas, senior guard for Alvirne. As they get their offense underway, looks like a little zone defense here from Austin Denton. Here's a three-point try for Jacob Hibbard, rebounded by Shea Goodwin. And Merrimack looks to push the ball up the floor. This is Jack Tarleton to the corner. And they'll start up their offense. Alvirne comes out man-to-man. Tarleton looking inside, can't find Infante. Gonna go with a little 4-high set to start this game. Here's a three-point bid for Aiden Ponder, and it's no good. Rebounded by Infante. And the Tomahawks will reset. This is Shea Goodwin driving. He is blocked by the big 6'8" center, Brendan Graham. That's going to be a challenging way to go tonight, driving on those guys. Baseline jumper is no good by Cam Kruger, and we have a tied up ball. Possession goes to Merrimack. Both teams trying to find their shooting touch here early, as Alvirne will come out with a little full court pressure. Ponder with the ball for the Tomahawks. And he will turn that one over. First turnover of the game for Merrimack. Still no score here, early going. Cam Kruger gets it to Jacob Hibbard. This is Liam O'Neill, rather. O'Neill stopped by Ponder. Nice job. And we have a traveling violation on Thomas.
If you're just tuning in, it's now 6:31. Game started a little bit earlier tonight.
Welcome aboard.
Thanks for watching Merrimack TV, whether that's on channel 21 on our website or through your Roku or Apple TV device via cablecast streaming. Brian Gagdon's your play-by-play announcer, the MVP of Merrimack TV Volunteers. If you're following us on Twitter, respond to that tweet we posted earlier this evening. We'll give you a shout out. Let us know where you're watching, who you're cheering for, and how you're watching.
This is Cam Kruger at the line for Alvirne. He is a sophomore guard, making a start here tonight. Missed the first free throw. The foul was on Aiden Ponder. His first and the team's first. Graham with the rebound, offensive rebound for Alvirne after a couple of missed free throws. Graham sets the screen at the top. Shot is no good, tipped away and controlled by Alvirne. Good cut to the basket and a nice look by Kruger, but Thomas missed the layup. Ponder to the basket and no call. Much to the dismay of Coach Denton. Graham with the screen again, top of the key. He gets it back now around the free throw area. Graham gets it to O'Neill, their big scorer. The offense pretty much goes through him. O'Neill's guarded by Jack Tarleton. This is going to be a great matchup tonight between those two. Graham goes up and he's blocked by Infante. And we'll have Tomahawks ball. Still no score 3 minutes into this one. Not been the most crisply played offensive game so far, but some good defense. They catch Kruger there. Little over-aggressive on the press. He'll get the foul. First team foul on Alvirne. And also the first personal foul for Cam Kruger. Ponder inbounds for Merrimack, and Shea Goodwin with it. He is guarded by Charlie Thomas. And it is going to be Merrimack ball still. Going to try a little sideline stack play. Goodwin draws a double team, gets it out of the trap, and Fonte now top of the key. To Aiden Ponder, now Goodwin. He's going to get screened from Ponder. Valuzzi back to Shea Goodwin. Goodwin drives. He's met quickly by Thomas. Merrimack trying to get something going offensively here, but Alvirne doing a great job on defense. Infante gets it into Tarleton. Tarleton sets the screen for Ponder. Merrimack happy to kind of take some time off the clock here as well, the way that game went the other night. Valuzzi is going to take the J and hit it. Well, Matthew Valuzzi, the sophomore, his first bucket of the game. And the first field goal for either team, 2-0. O'Neal trying to drive. He gets to the paint. Little floater is good. So Liam O'Neal ties the score. He's got 2. Goodwin with the ball for the Tomahawks over to Tarleton. Tarleton's going to work on O'Neal here. Gives a screen to Valuzzi. Right back inside to Tarleton. He posts up O'Neal, and his banked shot is no good. Rebounded by Alvirne. Charlie Thomas to O'Neal. Back to Thomas. O'Neal with a high screen. This is Jacob Hibbard inside to O'Neal. And we're going to get an offensive foul. Little hustle play right there for Aiden Ponder, drawing the charge, and O'Neal gets his first foul. Second team foul on the Broncos. Got a barn burner here so far, 2-2. 5 minutes into this one. Goodwin gets it over half court. And Matthew Valuzzi will start the offense. Goodwin looks inside to Tarleton. Tarleton, little post up is no good. He's 0 for 2 from the field thus far. But he's not afraid to take it right into O'Neal. 3-point try for Hibbard is good. Jacob Hibbard from downtown. And that is the lead for the Broncos. It is 5-2. Ponder's going to get it up quickly here for Merrimack. Valuzzi working on number 5, Charlie Thomas, and that ball was blocked. Thomas looking to push it up the floor. They get it to the corner. And Hibbard hits again. This one's a 2. Goodwin. Oh, I don't know what happened there on defense. Looked like Cam Kruger thought there was going to be a trap there. Nobody was there to help him. And he commits the foul. That's going to be his second. Third team foul. Number 11, Owen Hoskins into the game for Alvirne on the next whistle. And it looks like for Merrimack it'll be Kobe Pimentel coming into the game. Right now, Shea Goodwin at the line. Goodwin misses the first. There was a shooting foul on that last one. Pimentel and Kyle Egan in the game for Merrimack. Kyle Egan, a junior guard, as is Pimentel. Goodwin's second free throw is good. 7-3 in favor of the Broncos. We got a minute and a half to go in this first quarter. Brendan Graham hits it. Nice little turnaround jumper there for Graham. Ryan Turley getting set to enter for Merrimack. Here's Pimentel. He gets a high screen from Tarleton. Pimentel puts up a three, and it's way off. Rebounded by Graham. And Alvirne's going to push it up the floor. Here's a big drive blocked. And he got his own rebound. Charlie Thomas with the basket. And it's 11-3 in favor of Alvirne. Pimentel looks down low for Tarleton, and he hits.
Nice.
Great look by Pimentel and a finish by Jack Tarleton. 11-5 now. O'Neal with a big take. Pimentel got a hand on it, but he couldn't quite bring it under control. Down under 20 seconds here in this first quarter. Hoskins kicks it back to Thomas. Thomas with a little runner, and it's good. Charlie Thomas with 4 points in the quarter. And that's going to do it for this first quarter. At the end of one, 13-5 in favor of Alvirne.
Whether you're watching on Channel 21 on Comcast or you're watching on MerrimackTV.com, you can now watch us on Apple TV and Roku devices by downloading Cablecast ScreenWeave. Watch us in HD on the big TV. Joining me tonight is Brian Gagnon. I keep wanting to say Brian Dugan. Brian Dugan, of course, is the coach of the girls' varsity team. I feel like when the girls play between you, Brian, and then the coach, Brian, I'm surrounded by Brians.
Yeah, it's...
I think the scorekeeper's name is Brian.
I think I work with 6 too. It's crazy.
Well, you're my favorite, Brian.
Well, thank you.
Of course, if you're following us on Twitter at Merrimack TV, make sure that you respond to our latest tweet. There's a photo of the basketball court, said which time we're going live. Respond to that. We'll give you a shout out. Let us know where you're watching, who you're cheering for, and how you're watching. I think the furthest away, Tomahawk fan, furthest away the other night was, it was in Florida. There was another, I think a Midwestern town, Brian.
There was one in Texas.
Oh, no, it was Texas. I think it was Fort Worth, Texas.
Yeah.
So whether you're a Tomahawks fan or an Alvirne Broncos fan, I guess whoever is furthest away wins bragging rights. Let us know.
There's a little touch shot there for Jacob Hibbard. And Alvirne's finding their shooting touch here. They open the lead up to double digits. Pimentel guarded by Hibbard. He's got 7 points early in this one. It's Kyle Egan. He kicks it over to Goodwin. Goodwin drives, tries to get it up over Graham, and Graham says no thank you. And Kobe Pimentel with it now. Pimentel looking, trying to get it inside to Tarleton. They do. Tarleton off glass and in. Well, he's got a nice touch down low. That's for sure. 15-7 our score. Owen Hoskins to the lane. Off glass and in, his first bucket of the game. Good look for Tarleton. Up fake and in. 6 points for Jack Tarleton. A little back and forth here after a very slow first 8 minutes of this game. First 6 minutes, I should say, of this game. And a steal by Goodwin. Goodwin to Pimentel. And he hits the deck. No foul. And it will be Merrimack ball under the basket. Veluzzi and Luke DeFossis into the game now for Merrimack. DeFossis will be the inbounder. DeFossis to Tarleton. He missed the shot. Little contact there. No call. Thomas loses the handle, and it will be Merrimack ball. Pimentel playing the point right now. He kicks it over to Ryan Turley. Inside to Tarleton. Good ball movement here by the Tomahawks. Turley gives him a nice screen. Veluzzi goes up and draws the foul. Matthew Veluzzi. Now, Nick, I'm going to go out on a limb and say he's related to Emma Veluzzi from the girls' team.
If that were the case, then that would mean that the Veluzzi family would be watching tonight. That would be Kelly Veluzzi. And you know what? I should know better, because Kelly Veluzzi works with us at Town Hall, but I feel like she has a whole army, so.
Yeah.
And I also think I also learned this week that not everybody who shares a last name in town may be related, because I found myself asking someone on Parks and Rec, does your daughter play for the varsity basketball team? Because they shared a last name.
Thomas looks to inbound here for Alvirne. There's a three-point try, and it's good. That is Nick Jacques from downtown. 6 different scores right now for Alvirne. I think I get Hoskins for that foul. Owen Hoskins.
I said this the other night. I really wish maybe later I'll show those watching at home just how dedicated Brian is. He brings his own scorecard. He takes this very professionally, and I'm not saying this in a condescending way. I'm so impressed.
Why not mess around, Nick?
That we have such a professional volunteer donating his time to the Tomahawks, both teams, boys and girls varsity. But it's very cool to look over and see Brian on the headset, jotting notes down in his scorecard. So
we get a little extracurricular after the whistle.
So Lucas and Lydia, if you're watching at home, your dad is a pro, and he's very cool.
Well, thank you, Nick. So it looked like Pimentel and Thomas kind of got tied up there a little after the whistle. And Pimentel will get the personal foul. That's his first and the team's second. (20-10) is our score following that three-pointer by Nick Jacques. O'Neal gets it stolen by Goodwin. Goodwin to Tarleton. Little jump stop, but it's taken away by Charlie Thomas. Thomas with a missed layup there, but a nice defensive play against Tarleton. Hurley, great pass to Goodwin. Rebound by Tarleton. Tarleton up, no good. Rebound Turley, no good. And they could not finish. A couple of nice offensive rebounds. Couldn't get the basket to go. Inside, O'Neal draws the foul. And the referees in the stands disagree with that one. Tarleton gets the foul. It'll be the third on Merrimack. And that puts Liam O'Neal at the line. shooting a pair, and he misses the first. Isaac Infante re-entering the game for Merrimack. Give Tarleton a little break. Jack takes a seat with 6 points. O'Neill's second is good. 3 points for Liam O'Neill. The lead is 11 for Alvirne. Goodwin thought about 3. Instead, he gets it over to Ponder. Ponder to DeFossis. He drives, kicks it back out. And Goodwin's going to try a 3. It's no good. And the rebound to Jake Dufour. Haven't called his name yet for Alvirne. And O'Neill draws another foul. This one's going to be on Goodwin. Goodwin's first, team's fourth.
When we get into the half, I will definitely take a peek at the Twitter feed. Follow us at Merrimack TV. Respond to that tweet we posted earlier tonight. Let us know where you're watching, who you're cheering for, how you're watching. We'll give you a shout out.
Another tray for Jacob Hibbard. On fire right now. 10 points for Hibbard. And a double dribble on Goodwin. Alvirne starting to pull away here, 24-10. And it looks like Tarleton's going to re-enter the game. And he's going to get Ryan Turley. Pimento also back into the game to get Luke DeFossis. But this Alvirne team is big, and they play tough defense. They are very physical.
The Merrimack cheerleaders are here tonight. It's their senior night. They were recognized during some pregame festivities.
Charlie Thomas with the ball, working on Goodwin. Graham, guarded by Infante. Graham takes it in and misses the layup. And Goodwin throws it away. But I was going to say it's deflected by Alvirne. I say Graham got a piece of that. 2:50 to go in this first half. Alvirne has been in control for most of this one. Goodwin was double teamed there. There's Pimento looking for Ponder. Goodwin trying to look inside. They get Infante inside. And didn't give it to him. Tarleton for 3. Yeah, that's off the front of the rim. Good hustle by Pimento, and he ties it up. Oh, not Pimento, rather. That's Infante. It'll be a jump ball in Merrimack's favor. Ponder to inbound. Gets it to Pimento. And they swing it around. Probably pass on a couple of shots there. And that one's blocked again by Graham. Pimento gets him on the arm. Another backcourt foul there for Kobe Pimento. Kyle Egan's going to come in for Shea Goodwin. Goodwin with the 1 point. 24-10 in favor of Alvirne. We are 2 minutes away from halftime. 3-point try here is off the mark by Jake Dufour. O'Neill's going to try a long 2, and it's good. Liam O'Neill now with 5 for Alvirne. 26-10 our score. Merrimack's just having a hard time getting anything going on offense here. Tarleton sets the high screen. Pimentel's going to try one from deep, and it's no good. Alvirne pushes it up the floor. Here comes Dufour, and it's good. And Austin Denton wants to talk this one over with a $1:17 to go in the second quarter. Alvirne breaking this one open. It is 28-10.
Brian, are we going to see any dunking tonight?
I'm not sure. I have a feeling Brendan Graham at 6'8" could probably get it up there for Alvirne for sure. 7 different scores thus far for the Broncos. They are really spreading it out, but Jacob Hibbard, number 21, leading the scores right now with 10 for Alvirne. For Merrimack is Jack Tarleton with 6, Shea Goodman with 1, and Matthew Valuzzi with 3 thus far. If you're interested in learning more about Merrimack TV, you can just email Nicholas and Justin at merrimackTV@merrimacknewhampshire.gov. That's merrimacknh.gov. If you're interested, this is Merrimack TV, your community, your voice. Kyle Egan with the ball for the Tomahawks as they try to get a little momentum going into the second half. I get a sense of deja vu here after last Tuesday night. This Alvirne defense is relentless as they get another held ball. Ryan Turley back into the game. He'll get in there for Isaac Infante. Under a minute to go in this first half. They trailed 24-7 the other night after the first half rather. Traveling violation on Dufour. Merrimack going to need a bucket or something, some sort of play here to build on going into the second half. And that probably wasn't it. And the steal, Graham almost throws it down. He tried. that was my guy, Nick.
That was.
There's the 2-point basket and a 20-point lead now for Alvirne. Ponder with the basketball for Merrimack. High screen from Turley, and they're going to try to get the last shot here. Tarleton to Ponder for 3. It's no good. Rebounded by Thomas, or by Graham rather. What a half for Alvirne. They come away with a 20-point lead. They're up 30-10 at halftime. That was a 17-5 quarter for Alvirne.
I want to give a shout out to the Krugers in Wyndham, Hudson, and Peterborough, New Hampshire. They're all streaming. I'm sorry to say it, Merrimack. They're saying go Broncos. Thanks so much to the Kruger family in Wyndham, Hudson, and Peterborough. Thanks for streaming. I'm going to assume they're streaming on the website. If you want to put it up on the big TV, you can. Just put it on your Roku or Apple TV by downloading Cablecast Screenweave. Free app.
Yeah, we appreciate you. Thank you for
Hit us up.
for tuning in.
Hit us up on Twitter at Merrimack TV. Let us know where you're watching, how you're watching, who you're cheering for. Krugers are cheering for the Broncos and Wyndham, Peterborough. That's a pretty big spread. Peterborough. Would you say that's western New Hampshire? Yeah, that's western New Hampshire.
Yeah.
Wyndham, that's kind of like south central, or is that kind of east?
Yeah. Near
That's a-
Hudson.
Yeah. And then where was the other? So Wyndham. Oh, and Hudson. Yeah, okay. That's a pretty good spread. Maybe there's a couple Krugers up north, too. Maybe they're watching. If they have got internet. The next time there's a Merrimack Alvirne game, maybe some North Country Krugers can join us. Lakes region or something. Thanks for watching, guys. Go Broncos.
So we got a couple of scores as we scan through all these. Dover defeated Spalding tonight, 55-47, out on the seacoast. Goffstown leading Trinity, 29-27. And Bedford leading Concord, 17-6 after one quarter. Those are some of the scores I'm seeing. If we get an update on the girls' game, we'll certainly pass that along. Of course, the Nashua schools have been closed to athletics. So North and South were supposed to play tonight. That game will be rescheduled. I believe it's for the 31st from what I saw. But we're going to see North. We're going to see South. We're going to see Bishop Girton. And, both very good teams on the boys and girls side, particularly on the girls side. I'll tell you right now, the girls got a gauntlet they got to go through starting Wednesday night. And that'll be our next broadcast here on Merrimack TV as they take on Pinkerton Wednesday night.
I got to take a peek at the schedule, Brian.
Absolutely.
We have so many games going on. You're right, Wednesday, January 27th, girls varsity basketball versus Pinkerton.
Is our only Wednesday game.
Yep, that will be fun.
That's going to be a really good matchup. If you like good basketball, I'll tell you what, that's going to be a great matchup Wednesday night. Pinkerton 2-0 to start the season, and as is Merrimack, and we'll see how that goes tonight in Alvirne.
Well, the Merrimack girls varsity team, my one takeaway from the two games that we've recorded is that's just a fast team. They're so quick. I was very impressed.
And they're going to need to be very fast to compete with the likes of Bedford and Bishop Girton. And I believe we talked about that game prior to the start of the game. I believe my mic might have been that was when the mic was off, I think. But
right.
For those who didn't hear, Bedford and BG are easily the top two teams in Division I on the girls' side, and BG hasn't lost in about 5 years, and they darn near lost on Sunday to Bedford. Bedford had a 20-point lead in that game, and Girton came storming back in the second half. A phenomenal game. If you check out NewHampshireSportsPage.com, they have some tremendous high school basketball coverage, and they have that game. They were able to cover that game last Sunday, and I'll tell you what, you want to see basketball at the highest level. Those two teams right now, by far, the best in Division I, and that was a great game.
That's awesome. I'm really looking forward to seeing these games. Right now we have the Merrimack High School cheerleaders, and I know that Stephanie Ozog is in the house tonight because her daughter, Rachel, is on the squad. And I was getting a text earlier saying, hey, I see you. And I was spotted. Although it's not difficult to find myself and Brian here at the game.
No.
We stick out like a sore thumb for sure.
Well, certainly more folks here tonight. I think with the cheerleaders here, I feel like with the girls' team, just the girls' team, it's like a ghost town in here with just the parents of the basketball team. It was shockingly quiet in here the first night.
Right.
I'm at a high school basketball game. It's very different, but we're happy to be here and covering these games for you.
Well, it's been interesting too. Just the difference between covering the wrestling meet and then going to girls basketball game. Just so different, but in the same room. And Brian and I, as I was saying, we stick out because across from us is the bleachers where the parents sit. Limited attendance, of course, and everyone's masked up. And then just across the bleachers that we're on top of, they're not on the floor. So we kind of have to crawl up to the top of the bleachers, and we set up our gear earlier in the afternoon. And we're obviously the only people on this side of the court on the bleachers covering the game for you. So
we got about 2.5 minutes until we get back to action here in Merrimack. And thank you all for joining us here tonight. Once again, we'll remind you of the upcoming games for basketball. We'll have the girls again Wednesday night. That'll be a 6 o'clock start right here on Merrimack TV as Pinkerton Academy comes to town for what should be a great basketball game. I'm really looking forward to that one. And then Friday night, we will have, next Friday night, 1 week from tonight, 6 o'clock, these boys will be taking on Timberlane out of Plastow. And they'll be here Friday night, 6 o'clock tip-off. Or should we say 6 o'clock first inbounds possession. No jump ball this year, but we'll have that game for you right here on Merrimack TV as well. And we're looking forward to that. And then once we're through with Pinkerton and Timberlane is the big Nashua stretch for both teams. And some rivalry games as well in there. So going into this second half, Merrimack's going to have to find their touch offensively. Start taking some shots.
Brian, I'm going to interrupt you just for a second.
Absolutely.
Just for a second. While we're still in halftime. So I took a look at the Merrimack TV Facebook page, and Kelly Valuzzi said, "You're right, Nick. Matt and Emma are cousins, and all Valuzzis are tuning into both games." So they're cousins.
Cousins. Got it.
I'm glad I didn't embarrass myself because, honestly, at this point, I feel like I should know the name of all of Kelly's Valuzzis.
That's right.
Because we work together, and I don't. So, Kelly, we got to work on that. I got to figure this out. But that's great, and she thanks us for our amazing coverage of the games. Appreciates all of our hard work. I'm going to extend that appreciation to David McGinnis over at Town Hall tonight, who is monitoring the live stream. He brought up the graphics tonight. He's making sure that we don't get kicked off of our live streams on Merrimack TV, and he's assuring us that our audio is crisp and clear. Those things go far. I mean, the other night we had an issue with the headset we couldn't correct, so having a third person definitely always helps, and it's necessary. So thank you, David.
Yeah, thank you, David.
And thanks so much to the Valuzzis for watching. Some of my favorite people here in town. I guess I'm not supposed to play favorites, but Kelly's a big supporter of all things Merrimack TV.
We'll let it slide. Good offensive possession to start for Merrimack. Tarleton right inside to Kyle Egan. And we'll see if that gets a spark under Merrimack here. 30-12 now. And that one is tipped away by Shea Goodwin. The offense was pretty much dormant in that first half. They didn't take a lot of shots, and ball movement was all around the perimeter. They got to start looking inside a little more, I think, and taking open shots. Although very hard to go inside against this team. And that guy right there, number 32, Brendan Graham, is a big reason why.
Also, during the halftime, you saw the cheerleaders performing. I know that Allison Grote-Flint, she's watching from home. She was watching her senior cheerleader page on her Apple TV device. So that's great. Thanks for tuning in, Allison Grote-Flint. congrats to your cheerleader becoming a senior. And hopefully you caught those festivities earlier, but if you didn't, you can always watch on demand. You can watch later tonight or tomorrow. You can watch via Cablecast Screenweave on your Apple TV. And we'll get that up on our YouTube channel as well. Susan Noski's watching her grandson, Aiden Ponder from Merrimack. She lives in Boston, Mass. I think you had mentioned Aiden earlier, Brian, if I'm not mistaken.
Absolutely.
How's Aiden doing tonight?
Very good. Number 11. Yeah. Oh, and he just made the play right there. Oh, he had made a great stop, but he was on the line, out of bounds.
Really cool. We have grandparents watching. Memes, Pepes, Papus. We're learning all the different memes.
Yeah. We're learning all the different names.
Brian, what would you be if you were a grandfather?
I would be a Pepe.
Yeah, same here. I think I might be.
Oh, and one for Ponder.
I might qualify as a Pepe already.
Exactly.
I had beans and toast for dinner the other night. I'm pretty sure I'm a Pepe now.
It's a great point. I had we had hot dogs and beans at the Gagnon house the other night.
Yeah, you don't have any grandchildren, but you start eating beans and toast for dinner. You're a Pepe. I'm a Pepe now.
Yeah, no question. Well, there's Aiden Ponder right there. Certainly made his grandparents happy with that steal and a three-point play. 32-15 now. Charlie Thomas with it for Alvirne. Merrimack going zone here once again. Three-point try is no good. Rebounded by Thomas, but a block by Turley. And here comes Ponder. Ponder threw it backwards. They get it inside to Tarleton. Working on Liam O'Neill. And he couldn't finish. Big rebound there by Hibbert off the miss.
If you want a shout out during the game, you can message us on our Twitter account at Merrimack TV. I'll try my best to get to shout outs via our Facebook page as well. It's just a little bit difficult kind of sifting through the comments on the Facebook page while we're running camera. But go ahead, post something, and I'll do my absolute best to give you a shout out. I know Brian likes the shout outs.
Oh, absolutely.
We like hearing from the Memes, the Pepes, the Mimis, the Papus, aunties, uncles, friends, family, siblings, pets. We'll shout you out.
So we had a missed free throw, and they got Graham for his second foul, much to the dismay of Brandon Graham. Marty Edwards smartly got him out of the game. Shea Goodwin misses. Rebound by Turley, and he throws it away. Good effort, though, by Turley. Edwards getting Graham out of there before he could get a technical foul. Smart move. There's a little pressure defense here by Merrimack. First time we've seen that tonight. Alvirne able to break it. O'Neill, nice drive. Lays it up and in. Beautiful finish by Liam O'Neill. And he has 8 points for Alvirne. 35-15 our score. They get the lead back up to 20. Kruger picks up his third foul. That is the third on the Broncos. Got 5:06 to go in this third period.
You're listening to the voice of Brian Gagnon, your play-by-play announcer tonight, and I am Nicholas LaValle, the town's media services coordinator. Brian's volunteering his time, very gracious. He's committed to covering all of the boys and girls varsity home games, and we're very grateful for his volunteering.
Oh, another great block by Turley, and he runs the floor. It goes up for two, and it's good. Boy, what an effort by Ryan Turley. And they missed the press there. They had an opportunity to trap. Alvirne able to get right through it, and a quick two by Jacob Hibbert. Thankfully, the press couldn't get set up in time there. And Alvirne able to break through. Goodwin, his shot is no good, and he goes out of bounds. What an effort by Ryan Turley on that last play.
The Merrimack fans that are here tonight are definitely as louder than they've ever been. Do you feel that way, Brian?
Oh, absolutely. You'd think there was a lot more people here. Hibbert thought about a three. Ponder got there in time. And here's Charlie Thomas. Hibbert looking inside. O'Neal. Guarded well there by Ponder, and an offensive foul on the rebound. It's going to be on Nick Jock. A couple of subs coming in here. Andrew Porter sees his first action of the night for Alvirne. That's Luke DeFossis for Merrimack, number 5. Tarleton tries to get it over to number 3, Kyle Egan, but it's thrown out of bounds. 20-point lead for the Broncos. That was their lead at halftime. A lot more intensity from Merrimack in this second half. A little 2-1-2 press. And it looked like they missed a trap there again. Gonna get a foul here on Goodwin. And Coach Denton saying, trap that. Get a looking for those two defenders to press the ball right there as they get it over half court. Thomas thought about 3. He gets it over to Porter. Porter drives in and gets the 2. His first of the game. And Alvirne goes up by 21. Well, this is a big Alvirne team. I know I said that at the beginning of the broadcast. This team will just out-physical you out of the building. Tarleton with the miss. Nice putback by Shea Goodwin. And Merrimack gets it back to 20. Alvirne having no trouble with this press. Dufour from the corner, no good. And Tomahawks have numbers. Goodwin tried to get it inside to Turley, and he lost the handle. That ball tipped away by Goodwin. It'll be Alvirne ball. 2:29 to go in this third period.
Jessica Tate says, let's go Merrimack. So fun to watch. It's been 20 years this year since I've been in that school. So, alma mater.
Thanks for watching, Jessica. Egan's going to try a 3, and he banks it home. Kyle Egan.
Now, I think you need to do the math for me. If she's saying 20 years, I'm going to guess he graduated 2001.
That
Did I get
would
the
be
math
correct,
right?
yeah.
Okay. Maybe 2000. Maybe 2000.
Egan throws it out to Turley. And it's going to be off of number 24, Andrew Porter. Bit of a weird sequence right there.
Speaking of Turley, Jessica Turley George says, let's go Ryan Turley, watching from Massachusetts. Awesome. Jessica, let us know how you're watching it on the website or on Roku or Apple TV.
And Jessica, I got to point out that play by Turley, by Ryan back, a few minutes ago. Ryan got the steal at half court, was able to tip it away, and he was the first one back up the floor and got the finish. That great hustle play, and really got some energy going from Merrimack. That was tremendous.
Melissa Greer-Noski watching Aiden Ponder from Norton, Massachusetts. Uncle Bobby, Auntie Liz, Stephanie, and Austin Noski, Norton, Mass. I'm going to guess Norton, Mass. That's like kind of near the South Shore, right?
I believe you're correct.
Norton, Mass. And I know that they're, Norton, Massachusetts, yep. So Melissa is watching. Aiden in Norton. Uncle Bobby. Who doesn't have an Uncle Bobby?
Oh, absolutely.
Auntie Liz, Steph, and Austin. And I'm sure they say go Tomahawks, even in Norton, Massachusetts. So that's great. What I've found is it seems like there's more Tomahawks fans on Facebook and typically more the opposing team on Twitter. But hit us up in either direction. We'll give you a shout out. Let us know who's watching. Let us know how you're watching. You're watching on Roku. You're watching on a website. Channel 21 here in Merrimack. There's so many different ways to watch Merrimack TV now. And we want to bring you more event coverage, like school sports.
Liam O'Neill, nice dish down to Porter. He missed the shot, missed the second try, and a rebound by Goodwin. We got a foul on the floor. Looks like Ryan Turley lost it. So this will be Jacob Hibbard at the line. He's had a nice night for Alvirne, or it's actually going to be inbounding the ball. He's had a really nice night for the Broncos. 12 points through 3 quarters. A couple of 3-pointers.
Hey, Brian, you're going to have to help me out. You're the expert. I'm looking at the scoreboard. We're not in the first period.
No.
I think we're in the third period. Right?
We are absolutely in the third. And those of you looking at the scoreboard on our broadcasts, you'll probably see that as well. Yeah, hard foul there by Charlie Thomas.
So if you're watching at home, we're in the third period.
First foul on Charlie Thomas. That is the 5th on Alvirne. Could be key here. Next foul puts Merrimack in the bonus. DeFossis inbounds. It's a good one. They're trying to find DeFossis coming around the corner. Couldn't get him. Nice play by DeFore to steal that one away. Hibbard, his shot off the mark. And O'Neill knocks it out of bounds. It'll be Tomahawks ball with 41 seconds left in the third.
Hey, Brian, this is really cool. Really cool. Michelle Zaka. She's watching in Jersey and one of my favorite places, Brooklyn.
Oh, excellent.
Home of Biggie Smalls. Watching Turley, 20, playing great. Let's go Merrimack.
We appreciate you.
I say let's go Brooklyn.
DeFossis with a tray. No good. Rebound Goodwin. What a play by Shea Goodwin. Down low. He gets the bucket. 5 points for Goodwin. It is now a 15-point game.
You know what they say in Brooklyn?
What's that?
Spread love. It's the Brooklyn way. Biggie Smalls. Thanks for watching, Michelle.
Well, that foul is going to be on Isaac Infante. 4th team foul on Merrimack. That's his first.
Jennifer Hotham, she says, love you guys. We need announcers like you and Hudson. Go Broncos. Hey, I'll take that. You know what? I'll also say go Broncos. I mean, I'm a Tomahawks fan. I'm bleeding blue. This is Merrimack. But if I'm going to get if we're going to get compliments like that, Brian, I'm going to say go Broncos. I think that's fair.
I'm with you.
Thanks, Jennifer.
O'Neill hit 1 of 2 and missed a 3-point try. Little up fake, and the rebound comes to Shea Goodwin. He's had a great quarter for Merrimack. And that'll do it. Merrimack able to chip into the lead here just a bit. It's now a 16-point game, but Merrimack coming into the quarter with only 10 points. They got 14 in the third.
Thanks again, Michelle Zaka in Jersey and Brooklyn. Watching Turley 20, playing great. Jennifer Hotham, love you guys. Need more announcers like you and Hudson. Go Broncos. I'd like to say, though, Hudson does a fantastic job. I want to give a shout-out to Jim McIntosh and the staff at Hudson Community TV. They are truly second to none. Collectively, we like to work together. We're all part of the New Hampshire Coalition for Community Media. And we like sharing each other's streams, live streams, sharing programming, too. So you can catch away teams like tonight, in Merrimack. We're covering it. You can catch this away game in Alvirne. I think I'm saying that right. Oh, right, Brian?
You are correct.
It's been a long day. I came in about 8:45 this morning, but gotta stay late. Gotta stay late for the Tomahawk games. Oh, Jessica Turley, George, she's watching Merrimack TV on her iPhone in her car. Passenger, of course. My nephew is awesome and a great kid. Well, Auntie Jessica, thanks for tuning in.
Well, we start the fourth quarter here as Merrimack won that third quarter 14-10. Lots more energy from that team coming out of the second half. Hibbard hits a three. That's a big tray for Jacob Hibbard. 43-24. So they're going to get a kick ball here. So Merrimack underneath the basket. Trailing by 19. They get a tall task here, but see if they can continue the momentum they had in that third period. Infante gets it to Kobe Pimentel. Shea Goodwin takes it in, and he'll draw the foul.
I was right the first time about Jessica Tate. She says class of 2001. So my math was correct. First time for everything. She says Coach Denton is the best.
My wife, class of 2002 here in Merrimack. First free throw, no good from Shea Goodwin. He's got 5 points in this one. Like I said, very strong third quarter for Goodwin.
Adam Ellis says he's watching here in Merrimack. Wishes he could be at the game. Well, Adam, I'm glad that you're joining us from home, watching the game at home, watching in HD on MerrimackTV.com or on your streaming device.
Luke DeFossis for three. Adam was a heck of a player on this team last year for the Tomahawks. Team that went 12-5 and unfortunately didn't get a chance to see what they could do in that tournament last year.
Oh, that's this Adam Ellis?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Which team? Who do you play for?
I believe I'm going to
You're gonna
go out on a limb and say that's Adam from last year.
Cool.
Oh, great rebound and finish by Tarleton. And all of a sudden, it's a 14-point game. Merrimack really turning up the intensity here. Hibbard for three. No good. Rebound Tarleton. Tarleton looking up the floor. He's got DeFossis ahead of him. Kicks it to Pimentel. He drives, kicks to DeFossis for three. No good. Rebound Tarleton. And he draws the foul. Oh, good energy here by Merrimack.
They're getting louder right now, Brian.
They sure are. You'd think this place was full. Tarleton with a couple of big free throws here. That foul was on O'Neal, his second. Tarleton misses the first. 17 fouls on Alvirne now. That puts Merrimack in the bonus. And that could play huge. Tarleton with the second free throw good. It's a 13-point game. Every foul now, Merrimack will be shooting. Good tip by Pimentel, out of bounds. They have really ratcheted up the defensive intensity. Coach Denton wants them to match up right now. They've been in zone pretty much the entire game. But sensing a little momentum change here. Wants them to go man-to-man. This is Thomas working on DeFossis. And a miss. Rebound out to Merrimack. They get a 2-on-1 if they push it. Pimentel draws the foul. He'll go to the line for two. Fouls on O'Neal, his third. And Alvirne's going to take a timeout here. Marty Edwards wants to get his team together. It's a 43-30 game. And you got to say, much, much better effort in the second half by the Tomahawks.
Brian, you were correct. That is the Adam Ellis. Got to represent class of 2020. Shout out to Ricky Hussey, also watching tonight's game. All right, thank you so much, guys. Very cool, very cool. They're watching their old team play, cheering them on from home. Thankfully, we can do that. I'm going to guess he's watching at merrimackTV.com in HD. Why not? Pretty cool. Someone's watching on the go. They're a passenger in a car watching on their iPhone.
Excellent.
Very cool. If you want a shout out, just find us on Twitter at Merrimack TV. Find us on Facebook, Merrimack TV. Just comment on our most recent post. I think it's a shot of the basketball court in each case. Just comment. Let us know where you're watching, who you're watching, or who you're cheering for, and how you're watching, of course, whether that's on the website, Channel 21, or on a streaming device. I love watching on a streaming device at my house because I don't live in Merrimack. Don't hold that against me, Brian. But I can watch Merrimack TV. I can take my work home with me now. I can watch.
There you go.
From home.
Well, if Merrimack's going to complete a comeback here, this is where they got to do it. It is at the free throw line. With this clock stopped, Pimentel gets 1 out of 2. It's a 12-point game. Liam O'Neill in some foul trouble now. He's got 3 for Alvirne. He's picked up all 3 fouls here in the second half. Good defense by Goodwin as he gets in on the big guy. Thomas. They get it inside to Graham, and he gets the 2. Brendan Graham, 6 points now for the big 6'8" junior. 45-31 is our score. Infante tried to hit DeFossis. Wasn't there. Pimentel pulls up, hits a 3. What a big shot for Pimentel. 4 points all in this quarter. 45-34. Down low, Hibbard, no good, and the offensive rebound. And the putback for Alvirne, 47-34. Infante gets it to DeFossis. That basket looked like it was Hibbard. We'll confirm. Pimentel's 3 is no good. And it will be Alvirne ball. Jake Dufour into the game for Kyle Ferrullo. Got some minutes. Surprised there was no technical foul there with the backboard being hit on that last play. That's what kind of threw me for a loop. 47-34, Alvirne. Here's Liam O'Neill. O'Neill quickly double teamed by DeFossis and Goodwin. Charlie Thomas to Hibbard. Back to O'Neill. O'Neill thought about 3. Instead, he drives. Good defense by Infante. Hibbard for 3, and it's no good. Rebounded by Thomas, and he hits. Big basket there for Charlie Thomas. And all of a sudden, 49-34 now in favor of the Alvirne Broncos. They're going to get O'Neill again, and that is his 4th. But that's going to put Tarleton at the line, 1-1.
Patrick Yodkin is watching with Adam, too. Thanks, Patrick. I'm sure he says go Tomahawks.
Oh, absolutely. Patrick, another alumnus of the program.
Class of 2020.
Charlton hits.
We covered the 2020 graduation last year in a very unique way. Typically, we cover graduation as the ceremony happens. Every student gets a close-up of getting their diplomas, but what we did is we actually pre-taped their speeches. And then it was about an 8-hour day. Socially distant.
Big steal here for Goodwin, and he loses the handle, unfortunately, on that one. Still a 13-point game here. Merrimack's cut 7 points off this lead in the second half. This has just been a different team. Hibbard gets it inside to Graham. He kicks it back out to Dufour. Now Graham. Out to O'Neal in the corner. O'Neal drives, baseline. And his shot no good. Rebound to Goodwin. Infante tries to hit Tarleton, and he throws it away. Tough turnover right there for Merrimack. We have a 13-point game. Just under 3 to go. Thomas. Back to Dufour. Looks like Merrimack's going to have to put the pressure on here. Nice ball movement by Alvirne. And O'Neal with the finish. That might be the dagger. 15-point game. 2.5 minutes to go. Liam O'Neal with 11 rather. Goodwin inside to Tarleton, and he draws the foul. That's going to be the 10th foul now. Double bonus. Merrimack shooting 2 every foul now. And Tarleton's going to shoot a pair here. He's 3 for 4 from the line in this quarter. And he misses that one. Well, still outside chance here if you're shooting 2 on every foul. Merrimack's going to have to turn up the defensive pressure here. Tarleton hits the second, and it's 51-37. Tarleton steps up. Thomas throws it away, and they're going to say it's off Goodwin. So Alvirne's inbound under their basket. They're going to try to milk some clock here, up by 14. They pull it all the way out. A little spread offense. Down low and a foul on Goodwin. That's going to be Goodwin's 3rd. 5th on the team. Our next broadcast Wednesday night. Merrimack girls against Pinkerton. We'll be here with you at 6 o'clock. And Graham gets on the board again. He's got 8. (53-37) our score. Pimentel loses the handle there a little. This is Aiden Ponder. Ponder over to Pimentel. He's going to try a long 3, and it's good. Kobe Pimentel, what a quarter for him. 7 points for the junior guard. Quick double team on Graham. They're going to have to come out and chase the ball here. Down by 13. O'Neal, offensive foul, and that's going to be it for Liam O'Neal. 5 fouls, all in the second half. And we're going to see now wholesale subs here for Merrimack. Caden Dumont into the game, a sophomore. Hunter Duval, a junior. Looks like Veluzzi back into the game, Matthew Veluzzi.
Matthew Veluzzi, cousin to Emma Veluzzi.
Cousin of Emma, yes.
So, Kelly's nephew. I think I got that right.
Also number 23, David Hamilton into the game for Merrimack. His first action of the night. He's a junior. 53-40 is our score. Alvirne looks like they're going to pick up their second win of the season here. Tomahawks are going to drop to 1-2. Both losses coming to Alvirne.
Brian, once again, when's our next game? What are we covering?
Wednesday night, girls basketball. And we'll be here at 6 o'clock. It'll be Merrimack versus Pinkerton. Ooh, they tried an alley-oop there. Brendan Graham. Now the look on Coach Edwards' face says it all on the Alvirne sideline. 3-point try for Pimentel is no good. The basket went to Hibbard on that last play. We'll give it to him. And Alvirne is going to finish a 55-40 win here tonight. Alvirne goes to 2-1 on the season. Merrimack 1-2, but really a tale of two halves for the Tomahawks as they come away with 40 points in the game. They had a 30-point second half, 14 in the third, 16 in the fourth, and 15. So they won the second half in this game, 30-25. So a much better second half. It was the first half that did them in here tonight. But they can certainly build on that second half. Final score from the Dana Taylor Gymnasium tonight at Merrimack High School: Merrimack 55, Alvirne 40. We thank you for joining us here on Merrimack TV, and we hope you join us Wednesday night for girls basketball. It's going to be a great one. Merrimack and Pinkerton Academy.
Brian, I promised our viewers that I could show them, how dedicated you are right here. You want to look up?
Oh, there we go.
Yeah,
right
there
there.
you go. This is Brian Gagnon. This is our play-by-play announcer, and he brings his scorecard. He's so dedicated. We're so thankful that he's here volunteering his time. He takes notes. He comes prepared. He looks up to see what the other teams are doing. So what a guy. What a talent. We're so grateful to have him.
And he's got a face for radio. So, luckily behind the mask. So
I think our announcer, our football announcer, Ralph, had been described as a handsome boy. So we're going to extend to Brian that you're also a handsome boy.
But there we go.
Thank you so much. Check out the other shows that we have on Merrimack TV. If not on the channel, definitely on our YouTube channel. Find us at youtube.com/Merrimack TV. You could also find our on-demand programming by downloading Cablecast Screenweave to your Roku or Apple TV device, and we have over 100 on-demand programs, including this game. This game will be on demand via the Cablecast Screenweave app on Roku and Apple TV, so you can watch it there. In just a moment, you're going to learn a little bit more about what we do, because David McGinnis is going to play the promo. Thank you so much for watching Merrimack TV. Your community, your voice.
Merrimack TV is committed to our community. From gavel-to-gavel coverage of town and school board meetings to updates on town services and projects, we aim to keep you connected.
Good morning. I'm Kyle Fox, Public Works Director for the town of Merrimack.
Hi, I'm Diane Trippett. I'm the town clerk tax collector for the town of Merrimack.
I'm Captain Matt Tarleton with the Merrimack, New Hampshire Police Department.
And keep the public informed of every motion.
All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye.
And many moments, so you can be confident that we're here for you. Thanks for watching. Stay connected. Follow Merrimack TV on Facebook. Merrimack TV is committed to our community. From gavel-to-gavel coverage of town and school board meetings to updates on town services and projects, we aim to keep you connected.
Good morning. I'm Kyle Fox, Public Works Director for the town of Merrimack.
Hi, I'm Diane Trippett. I'm the town clerk tax collector for the town of Merrimack.
I'm Captain Matt Tarleton with the Merrimack, New Hampshire Police Department.
And keep the public informed of every motion
All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye.
and many moments, so you can be confident that we're here for you. Thanks for watching. Stay connected. Follow Merrimack TV on Facebook.